Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of the Daily Crow. I'm Chris Phillips of the Spurs Up Show coming to you live. Going to continue the position unit previews today, talk about the Gamecocks Buck position heading into the 2019 season. Obviously give a full recap of 2018, meet the Bucks, most improved, best overall. You guys know the drill, talking about the Buck position again. And again, this is a broadcast presented to you by our friends over at SeatGeek. SeatGeek, the best ticket buying app by far, the only ticket buying app I use, the only one I'd recommend. Go download the SeatGeek app or go to SeatGeek.com. Use the promo code SPURSUP. You're going to get $10 off your first purchase. Obviously, it is time to start buying your Gamecocks football tickets, whether it be the first game in Charlotte, the home opener, the Bama game, Clemson, whatever other games you need for Gamecocks football. SeatGeek has got your tickets there. They've also got tickets to other sporting events such as NFL, NHL, NBA, NFL, I think I already said. Anything and everything you need. Concerts, comedy club events, doesn't have to be sports. You can get tickets to literally anything and everything. They've got a great ticket rating system for you. It does all the work for you. It's going to give you the best deal, the best bang for your buck, and make sure you're not overspending on your tickets. It's really that simple. So again, it's our friends over at SeatGeek. Especially, I implore, if you're getting Gamecocks football tickets, why not use a Gamecocks promo code? That promo code is SPURSUP, S-P-U-R-S-U-P. Go down to the SeatGeek app or go to SeatGeek.com and use that promo code to save $10 off your first purchase. All right, like I mentioned, I'm going to talk about the Gamecocks Bucks heading into the 2019 season. The first thing I'll say, though, is I'm as bummed as anyone about the Keel Pollard news, so I'll have kind of a full breakdown on that a little bit later, but just, man, that one kind of sucked the energy out of me. Just really, really bummed on that one. But anyways, want to talk about the Bucks heading into the 2019 season. Looking back at 2018, kind of an interesting position because it was a position unit for South Carolina that was really, really hampered by injuries, really hurt by injuries. Bryson Allen-Williams, DJ Wonnum going out in the first game. Bryson Allen-Williams fighting injury all season long. Didn't play as much as you'd liked him to. Really impacted, to me, the entire defense. When you really take a look at just how much time these guys missed. And I think DJ Wonnum's absence, I think, really, really hampered this defense for most of 2019. So a position unit that should get better simply if it can just be healthy in this 2019 season. Meet the Bucks for 2019. You got senior DJ Wonnum, junior Brad Johnson, freshman Rodriguez Fitton, redshirt senior Danny Fennell, redshirt junior Donovan Wirt, and redshirt sophomore Alex Deloach. To me, out of this group, the one most approved is junior Brad Johnson. To me, he's a guy that has been solid for South Carolina, but to me, I don't know that has really played up to his full potential. Now, a lot of that is being behind a guy like Bryson Allen-Williams and maybe not getting quite as many chances as he's going to have this year. But to me, I think he's a guy that can be a consistent threat off the end, a guy who can be solid in the run game, someone that needs to stay healthy, be more consistent. But I think this could be a very big year for Brad Johnson. And he's a guy to me that has a lot to prove and really does need to have a breakout year for South Carolina to give the Gamecocks someone to replace Bryson Allen-Williams and also someone to complement DJ Wonnum at the Buck position. To me, best overall, it's no secret. It's senior DJ Wonnum. And again, a guy that I think could be a top 3 NFL draft pick. He's one of the best all-around football players. He's one of the best overall, all-around football players in the SEC, in my opinion. I think he's not being talked about enough at all. I know last year, obviously, because of the injury, I think a lot of people are overlooking him or sleeping on him. But I think DJ Wonnum healthy, he's one of the best in the SEC at what he does, man. Again, he needs to stay healthy. Again, his loss to the defense last year was absolutely detrimental, I thought. I think it was really, honestly, even underplayed a little bit. But overall, DJ Wonnum, no question, the best overall. Again, a guy that I think could be drafted extremely high for South Carolina, top 3 rounds if he can stay healthy, have the type of year that we all think he could have. And I think he can be that threat off the end for South Carolina, that threat off the edge, rushing the quarterback, stopping the outside perimeter run that South Carolina desperately needs this season. To me, and it's funny, it all revolves around DJ Wonnum at this position for me because the season will be successful if DJ Wonnum simply stays healthy. I mean, it really just comes down to him being healthy because he is the leader of this group. He is going to be the guy. And he obviously can't do it if he's not out there on the field. So to me, DJ Wonnum, again, with all the ability, talent in the world, I think he could have had a huge year last year because you saw, I mean, every time he played well. There's no question about it. When he's on the field, he makes plays. But he's got to be healthy and stay out there. That's the biggest thing right now. So I think DJ Wonnum staying healthy will make this a successful year for this position group because if DJ Wonnum's on the field, he's going to get his numbers. Overall grade for this unit, I'm going to give him a B+ right now. Just simply because of outside of DJ Wonnum, I do like Brad Johnson. I like Danny Fennell. He's a solid player with a motor. Past him, not a ton. I think Rodriguez Fitton, the freshman, is a guy they've been talking rave reviews about that could have a big year, that could really play a lot for South Carolina. But overall, B+, again, I think is a really solid grade. And again, I'm really excited about this unit. especially DJ Wonnum returning healthy. I think that's huge for South Carolina. I think he's due for a breakout year, and I think he'll have a huge year for the Gamecocks. Again, like I mentioned, Rodriguez Fitton is a young guy that I'm really, really excited about. Again, the coaches have been raving about him. Was a really highly touted guy in the recruiting process, so extremely excited to see what he can do. And then guys like Brad Johnson, Danny Fennell are two guys that I really think can have a big impact at the position as well and be really, really solid players for the Gamecocks. So again, overall, B+. Got to be excited about this unit. Just got to stay healthy and keep your fingers crossed. So that's going to do it for me previewing the Bucks. Again, I touched on a little bit in the beginning. The Keel Pollard news hitting right before I was about to go live. Just brutal. I mean, I feel awful for Keel. Feel, just on a feeling for an athlete. It is just so tough to see what has happened to Keel Pollard. Because I know, you have everything out in front of you. He has this entire career. You have a plan laid out. And, like he mentioned in his Instagram post, things change and God has plans, but it's tough. So obviously, shout out to Keel Pollard. Gamecock Nation is behind you. Obviously, if you're a Gamecock fan, it sucks. On a selfish note, it sucks for the Gamecocks because, I've been one talking all offseason that Keel Pollard was going to be a guy that's going to have a massive impact in this offense. And for him to not even get that opportunity just sucks. That's really all you can say about it. So either way, appreciate you guys tuning in. Some huge news coming tomorrow, by the way, that I'm very, very excited about. Other than that, the Spurs Up Show episode 121 dropped yesterday with Hunter Taylor, former Gamecocks catcher Hunter Taylor. If you haven't listened, that's a great interview. Go tune into that one. Great episode as well. Again, got some really, really exciting stuff coming up for you guys that I'll hold off on tomorrow, though a huge announcement coming. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Talk to you soon. Thanks so much.